So this video is just to take a minute to explain to you guys, because I think a lot of you might be wondering why I've put such a focus and emphasis on the drones this past year. And it's not even so much that I intended to put a focus on them, it's just that they become a natural part of our business and now they become widely available at a reasonable rate. Now, this technology is nothing new to me. I've been using this for over 25 years, since the late 1980s. I started in remote control helicopters way back then. Even in my basement I had a complete metal shop with a lathe and a mill, and I was manufacturing my own control mechanisms and heads, rotor heads for model helicopters and pitch control mechanisms, things like that. So I'm no stranger to this type of technology, but of course we didn't have the electronics they have now. If you were flying something back then, you had to know how to fly. You were controlling it. There was no computers, autopilots, anything like that. We used to make these custom housings and attach them underneath that I could take the camera up and film the area around the house. So that was always cool. And it started a trend. I had other friends start to do the same thing, and now here we are. Look, 25 years later, this is what the technology's evolved into, and we can film anything in complete high resolution with a GoPro 4. I mean, it's unbelievable the resolution and quality that we can get from these little flying cameras these days. So as you know, it was the Mariner drone that I started working with about a year ago because it needed something that was going to be waterproof if at all possible. We tried the Phantom and everything else, and of course that was the big problem, is anytime it got near water it was going to be an expensive lesson if it came down unexpectedly because you forgot about the battery or anything happened, interference, anything like that. And now they've got the new model ready to put out, and it's actually being released in the next couple of months, but it's the Mariner version 2, but also known as the Splash drone, and you may have heard about that one already if you've been doing some research on the drones. So they're taking all this design input from everybody around, including yourselves, and taking and putting it into a new design that everybody's been asking for, that combines all the best features of what they can potentially fit in this one case. So we're looking at going to have the waterproof FPV case with the wire attached going inside. It's going to have integrated video transmitter inside the chassis now instead of as an accessory on the bottom. They've got a modified gimbal they're going to be producing now that we've tested the waterproof one here and found out that it can be made to work, and the electronics, everything's all going to be housed inside the system. They're also going to have some really cool features like the electronic quick release bracket on the bottom that you can use from remote to drop something if you want to drop a water bottle or anything like that. They're going to have another mount for the top that's going to be for emergency flare system for emergency response use. And the whole electronic system, everything has been replaced, so it's going to be really nice. They've got a new radio coming out with it, so the existing radio has been awesome. I mean, the Devo 7 is fully computer programmable. The next one's going to be very similar, but they're going to have some new design features where the on-screen display is going to be displayed right on the transmitter display right there, so you'll be able to look at it anytime, see what your battery status is, altitude, distance, all the flight statistics right there. So this new version of Mariner called the Splash drone promises to be one of the best releases we've had yet in the last couple of years in drone technology for sure. It's small, it's affordable. They've actually put the Splash drone on Kickstarter now as a project for crowdfunding so that they can get the financial aid necessary in order to produce all the features that we want to see, namely the waterproof gimbal and FPV and everything like that, because that all takes a lot of design modification and planning, so they're going to need some help with that. I think it's going to be fantastic to have a commercially available system with all these waterproof features and be able to use it for professional or personal applications. And this system has proven time over time again that it can function in both environments, no problem. Check it out on Kickstarter. They've got everything outlined there, what all the new design features are, what everything's going to be included, the various packages that are going to be available, and they've got an introductory special on the advanced release so that if you want to be one of the first ones to own them, they're going to be shipping in June, sometime around June or early July, I believe, from what I understand so far. Anyway, go to the Kickstarter, have a look, see what you think, and if you find it of interest, put in your order, and I'd love to hear from you and know what you thought of the design. So be sure and let me know, and I'll look forward to hearing back from you guys. So take care, have a great day, and I'll talk to you all again soon.